You got one life. For crying out loud, you might as well just give it all you got.
The Deej, Dan Jordan.
Your daily dose of reality. Your daily dose of the Deej.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need my daily dose of the Deej.
I make the news. I don't watch the news. I'm a leader.
The Sales Energizer, Dan Jordan.
Listen, don't worry how to sell, baby. Worry about why people buy. And it's fun.
You don't need a 5-hour energy. All you need is the Sales Energizer.
Just when I think it's not going to be as fun as the one before, each one gets successfully better. What's the word I'm looking for? What's it going to take to get you into this car today, huh?
And now, please welcome the Sales Energizer, Dan Jordan.
Boom! That's exactly it.
Do that. Let's do that.
Boom! Here we are back in the Northern Command Center upstairs. I haven't been with you guys for like a week. Chris Stone, can you believe it?
It's unbelievable.
I know, it's crazy. So the back thing turned out to be a bigger deal than possible, but I'm supposed to have help today. Vincent, my daughter's boyfriend, who's here, and he says, "Oh, I'll help you." But you know what you can always count on, Chris Stone? Ask me.
What can you always count on, Dan?
You can always count on the Blue Parrot with its noise-canceling ability.
The parrot of blueness.
Yes. In fact, it's so good, it's not even being used right now. But I just wanted to keep it on because it makes you sound so much more important, when you got this thing here. By the way, I do want to tell for you Blue Parrot owners, put this thing close to your mouth. Just slightly closer than you think it should. And it makes the person hear you on the other side 1,000 times better. And so it's a little trick there. The Blue Parrot is about the best headset. And I've tried them all. And we're big proponents of the BP. Right, Chris Stone?
Oh, we love it. I mean, yeah. if there were a law against it, I think we would be in jail.
If truckers use it, I'm going to use it. If fishermen use it with that motor in the back, I'm going to use it. I've actually ridden motorcycles with this thing, and you can't even hear it. You can mow the lawn. You can talk to your friends while you're mowing the lawn, having a good time, and we'll talk about lawnmowers later. But anyway, the second thing you need to count on always, one is the sound quality of the Blue Parrot. The second thing is you can always count on Vincent to let you down. I mean, he's still putzing around out there. Who knows what he's doing? And I got this back issue, and I'm going to have to deal with it without him. But I'm not annoyed. You know why I'm not annoyed, Chris Stone?
Why aren't you annoyed?
It's not the type of guy I am. I just won't do it.
And Vincent's a good guy. He really is.
So what I'm going to do, I prepared stuff for you because I was going to have him, a novice, use the air fryer. But Chris Stone, I haven't put this in the thing, but everybody needs to have, when you have back issues, there's two things you need to have. One is a back brace, which I'm wearing right here.
Is that an ice pack?
Yeah, it's like the world's best ice pack. And what you do is, with your back brace, so you wouldn't realize that I'm in severe pain right now, would you? You know why? Because of all the endorphins that fill my soul when I get to be with you, the car buying public, on a regular basis. So I'm going to put this in here like this. And this has been a savior, by the way. And then you have an ice pack, and then you put it in your thing here. And then you lock it in place with the Velcro. By the way, what's better than Velcro? Is that not the world's greatest invention?
How satisfying is the sound of Velcro as it tears? A lot of people, it bothers them.
The wrong side. Okay, do it like this. What am I getting off a cock here? I was like a professional at this. Oh, because I'm making it upside down. Okay. Like this and this? No. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. All right. Don't do it backwards. It won't work.
So we're not supposed to technically give medical advice, but just out of curiosity.
Yes.
So a lot of people will use heat on their back versus cold. And
Right.
honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know what the difference would be. Like, why would you put heat on your back versus an ice pack
Oh
for
gosh,
an
it's
injury?
so much better. Yeah, you're supposed to do both. I think you're supposed to do like an hour on and an hour off and all that stuff. But what happens is this basically turns into heat after about an hour. But oh my gosh, this is so much better. I feel like 44% better right now. All right.
Very
And
specific.
what we have to do here, because it's lunchtime, I have been going bananas with this air fryer. And so we're going to get stuff going here. By the way, I also, a little later, we have some DeWalt tools that I want to show you how to use. But so these batteries are charging. But you can see, because the light's on, I hope you can see that. The light's on there.
Yeah, we'll have to adjust. We'll have to adjust the battery pack cam.
Adjust the battery. Okay. Oh, that's right. Battery pack cam. I'm moving the.
So we've got some special guests in the chat. In the Tube of Eunice, Kathy Jones has joined, and she just loves that you refer to me as Chris Stone in both the first and last name, just like you refer to Kathy Jones as Kathy Jones.
Yeah, well, there's certain names that you have to do that. By the way, it's a power thing in the sales world. For whatever reason, when you meet a man, they will generally, who are you? And they'll go, oh, I'm Bob Smith. So men will give their first and last name. Women tend only to give their first name. And so I always coach women, whenever you're in that situation, give your whole name, because it's like a power thing. But Kathy Jones, I mean, nobody says, it's impossible just to say Kathy if your last name is Jones. Did we have an interview with Casey Jones last week?
We, as in you and I, no.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, so this button over here, I learned this is the heat up button, which is cool. But so what I did when you guys weren't here is I made some onion rings. Let me show you how to make them. Real easy. Take some onions. Oh, here's the onion ring cam. Take some onions, put them in that flour, and then I put in some egg in the egg wash. But I did them ahead of time because I'm thinking about you, the Carbine public. And put them in the freezer.
So Dan, we do have an
with my ice
answer.
pack.
Jim Fuse has joined us over on Amazon. Says, as a general rule of thumb, use ice for acute injuries or pain, along with inflammation and swelling. Use heat for muscle pain or stiffness.
Inflammation all across the nation. Yes. All I know is I went to the chiropractor and he stretched me out, and I just went because I thought it was like a ruptured disc, but it turned out only to be a herniated disc and a compressed disc. And so while terribly painful, I don't have the feeling that I'm going to die and need surgery. So I made these little onion rings, which was really kind of a pain in the tuchus, but they say to spray it liberally with this. And what they mean by liberally is these are Democratic onion rings.
Here we
Democrat
go.
onion rings. And so we got that going for us. So Jim Fuse would love these.
Do you know who else would love it?
What?
Ricky.
Oh,
in the
no
chat.
way. Ricky, my man. I'm turning these upside down so I could democratically put the boimel on the other side. And of course, we all know boimel is the Yiddish word for oil. Right, Kathy Jones? Onion ring cam. I've actually never made onion rings in this before, but I am such a fan of this fryer. So, oh, you're looking at me. You're supposed to look at the onion ring cam. All right. So I'm spraying it like this. You think that's enough? I think that's enough.
That's not very liberal. I think that's I would say that's libertarian. Why don't you go a little more liberal with it?
All right. Now it goes in there. I guess 9 minutes is good enough. And that's it. It's just the best tool ever made, by the way. Not that I would normally make onion rings anyhow, but let me tell you, it heats up like pizza really well. And I made chicken wings the other day. Unbelievable. They were so good. And they're crispy. Oh, let me teach you a secret about chicken wings if you want them crispy. throw in, so you don't have to bread them or anything. You just put all the spices on and all that stuff. But then throw in some baking powder, not soda, baking powder. And mix it all up in there. And it makes it crispy and delicious. So good. I think I even overcooked it because I couldn't believe how fast it happened. So big fan of the Cosori air fryer. I think Ricky has one. Hey, Ricky, did you get the book? I sent it by, the slowest mail possible.
I think all are happy that the band is back together. Ricky's back. Backstreet's back. All right, including Samson Q2u. Rosalinda hasn't hit it yet.
He's still too chicken to come here. What is he doing? He's putzing around in there. All right. While it's doing that, let's. I wanted to try something with Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Okay, as long as it doesn't involve a hammock.
A hammock? Okay. With Sir Mix-a-Lot. And because, here's the thing. When your back is out, there's a few really painful things. And so I find myself eating a lot of smoothies because that painful thing that you have to do when you eat solid foods is horrific. So I'm like, everything is smoothie these days. Or is everything's combined? But the problem is I have no, so I wind up, I'm trying to do this keto stuff. And so I need to eat protein, but you don't want to have the, so I've been eating like sardines. You know what? There was an old Saturday Night Live routine like Dan Aykroyd did a million years ago. And I think he was making fun of the Vitamix. And he's like, it slices, it dices, it chops, it does all this. And he goes crazy about it. And then he said it was like the Fish-O-Matic. Was that what it was?
I have no idea, but can
You've
you?
Never seen Ricky knows what I'm talking about. Look up Dan Aykroyd and the Fish-O-Matic. We're going to see if sardines as liquid taste good.
Can you fire up the Sir Mix-a-Lot cam? There we go.
There we go. By the way, actually, I do want to make something first because I made it perish. Let's make some almond milk. I might be the only person in America that has like tons of almonds all the time. So I'm going to, instead of buying almond milk, just put some almonds in water and make yourself some almond milk. How much water, you ask?
That much.
About that much. There we go. Now you need some ice. Four pieces. I'm telling you, if you put like honey in here or something, it would be sweetened almond milk. But I'm going to put some other stuff in here to make it sweet. What am I doing? I'm going to put it. Can you see here? Yeah, they all have timers. So I'm going to put it to 39 seconds. 40 seconds would screw up. Oh, let me tell you what happened at the office, Chris Stone. Wait, this one. After this is done. 10 seconds to make the ice go away. What happened? Somehow I pressed the wrong button.
So Dan, it was the Bass-O-Matic.
Oh, see, it was the Bass-O-Matic. There it is. That's right. Good fish. I'm going to do the Bass-O-Matic. This is this is quality TV. Now I'm into it. We're going to see if the Bass-O-Matic is true and you can make good fish. I froze some pineapple stuff.
We call this the Sardina-Matic?
Yeah, it's a sardine. That's right. You think this will chop? This is a big hunk. You think this will chop in there?
Wait a minute. What are you sticking in there?
This is a big chunk of frozen pineapple.
Okay. Of course it's going to chop it up. It's Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Should I cut it in half or something? All right.
No.
We're just going in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going in. If this could do this, it could do anything. If I can make it there, Samson Q2u, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. Mix a lot, mix a lot. Hey, Vincent, I'm screaming. It's a sign you need to come in here. I'm dying. All right. Freaking kid. It's the best podcast, Mike. Hey, you got to let me know when we got 5 minutes left, Chris Stone, because I know you have a hard stop at 1.
Will do.
So let's do this. I don't think it's getting it. I think we're going to need the tamper. I think it did it. All right, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen. Well, I got to get a good glass. We have to get the glass. All right, here we go. Got to get one of these. All right. I mean, it's like, that was a big chunk, and it was hard. It was hard like ice. Look at this. You could just find stuff in. Here's the deal. My wife is at the lake house, and so I have literally no food, nothing going on. This is scraps. I'm eating frozen pineapple. That's how you know you're getting the and a sardine smoothie. That's how you know you've reached the dredges. My gosh. That is, I mean, listen, I lie a lot when I say stuff is good. This is fantastic. It's thick and creamy. You have to eat it with your pinky up. It's like, this is better than I expected it to be. And look, all natural. Everything you put in there, you know it's there. Pineapple. Oh, there is a big chunk of pineapple right here. Oh my gosh.
So Dan Ricky did get the book. He's already started reading it, and he says it's good. And once again says thank you. That's sales proverbs, sales wisdom for the ages.
That's right. I want to get this up. This is good. Well, I am very pleased with this concoction, and maybe the Bassomatic will be just as good. Oh, you want to talk about perfect timing? We're hearing the beeping from the Kasori. Let's check this out. I'll give this to Vincent. Look at that. Can you see that? Gooey deliciousness. Look at that. Holy crud. I'm so impressed. Every once in a while, I'll make a good thing. You know what would be good with this? Delicious onion rings from the Kasori air fryer.
I'm just surprised you didn't add lemon juice to it.
I know. I forgot the lemon juice. Thank you so much for not reminding me. It does need lemon juice.
I just reminded you.
Wow. What do you think? A little bit more? I think I'm going to shake them.
Yeah, you want to get them a little more brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what did you say? That
you're getting none of these. So,
what's your favorite thing to dip your onion rings in? Do you dip them, or you just eat them without dipping?
I think I'm going to use sardine juice.
Sardine juice? Actually, it doesn't sound terrible. But yeah, you're gonna. The Ricky says 4 more minutes.
4?
Yeah, go 4:01. Feeling like
It doesn't give you that much option. All right, so we're going to use, let me clean this for a second. All right, so now, this is a very simple recipe we're just inventing. Remember, the Basmati, it slices, it dices, it peels, it purees. It's fun for the whole family. Do you like sardines, Chris Stone?
I don't.
Look how nicely they're
Not
all
even
packed.
not even one bit.
So when people say, I'd like to, they're packed in there like sardines. This is what they're talking about. Oh my gosh, this stinks already. All right. We're going to...
You really know how to sell it.
I mean, this is a high protein meal here. Now there's oil in here. I kind of think it needs water, but oil and water doesn't mix. So, well, we're going to have to, I'll put some ice. Are you really going to eat this, Chris Stone? All right.
100% no. That would be a no.
Still has some pineapple remnants on it. Sounds appetizing, I know. Funny thing is, how do you shut this thing off? Oh, by the way, with this thing, just to let you know, with this Vitamix and the Vitamix cam, if you're ever, if it's running, let's say it's running and you want to take it off, if you pull it off, it automatically stops. It's a safety feature. That wasn't not available in 1971 when they first did the Fisher-Matic. But now, with all the improvements. All right, so we're going to get ourselves, you have to make it look good, so let's get one of the fancy glasses. Ooh, I maybe should roll up my sleeves. I don't need to fill this up. If I recall, by the way, back here is the tripod, and I had it there for a reason, but this show is supposed to be about tools that people need to use, for their life. Everybody needs a good tripod. I'm obviously delaying. Good fish. There is something called Clamato juice. Have you ever had? Oh my God. Have you ever had Clamato juice? I think Clamato juice is like.
Isn't that clams?
It's like tomato juice. Holy schmaboli. I may purge right now.
So Dan, Melody Johnson from Amazon Live Creators and Loving Literacy, who's one of the admins of the Facebook group, has joined, and she wants to know what you're making. Oh, okay. Melody, yeah, there's no telling.
Well, this in the Vitamix, this was delicious, and it's like almond milk, homemade almond milk, and pineapple. It's unbelievable. Frothy, rich, and good. And this was sardines. King Oscar sardines, if you must know. Whoa.
May or may not be available on Amazon.
Yeah. But we also made onion rings, which actually look good. Hold on. Some rings of the onion in here. These were made in the Kasori air fryer. Unbelievable. Oh, I didn't have the fry cam on. Look at this. These look like real onion rings.
Chris P. Giles is in the house, DJ Mastermind, also one of the admins of the Facebook group, and he runs Tech Talk with Chris.live.
Tech Talk with Chris. I need some help. Tech Talk. Freaking Chris Stone. I need a good onion ring cam, and Chris Stone. I keep on doing this stuff with it. You see? I need a separate cam. I got a tripod with no camera on it. Do we sell cameras below there, Chris Stone?
Do we sell cameras?
Yeah.
Well, let's look at Chris P. Giles. Let's look and see what cameras he's got, because apparently
Crispy, John, is it something really crispy? By the way, these are crispy also. These onion rings I made in the air fryer.
Here we go. Here's some great looking cameras here, Dan. Oh yeah, well, Team Sony.
I need a GoPro. I have actually one of those things can do videos also, can't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So what do I need a GoPro for when I can just get one of those? Because those don't go underwater. And many times I'm underwater. This, by the way, I totally, it is like no salvaging the sardine thing. But let me tell you, it is smooth and it is creamy and it is packed with protein. And it's a good Halloween gift for someone that you don't like. So let's put this away. You know what I think it's time for?
It's time to look at Loving Literacy's page too. But go ahead. Melody Johnson.
Melody Johnson. All good. Well, LOL. Well, I love this whole community of I guess what do they call themselves? Creators? Gosh.
Amazon Live content creators, yeah.
Amazon Live content creators. All right. So this show's about tools. You need tools for life. Everybody needs. If Vincent were here, he'd be able to get this stuff for me. I wouldn't have to be torturing myself by bending up and down. You know, his job is to try to wiggle his way into my good graces, and it's like so easy. All you have to do is come on Amazon Live and putz around for a little while and be happy. But no, he's there in the room, I don't know, watching YouTube or something. I bet he's not even watching the show. Can you, Vincent, are you watching the show? I'm embarrassed for you. And he's tired. He thinks he's tired because he has, stuff to do at night. Oh, by the way, so last night I took these things called muscle relaxers. Oh my God. Because I'm like anti-drugs. I don't do anything. And so everything really affects me. Wow. I actually took them. I looked at the bottle. Apparently we got a bottle of 60 of these pills. And I looked at the date, 2009. So are they, and I'm wondering, are these things still good? Then I woke up, 15 hours later and I realized they're still good. So we were charging these batteries before for these DeWalt tools. This is an impact driver, and then we also have a regular drill. But what I want to say is what they have now is so good because used to be they had these just little 12 volt batteries. See? And then they keep moving up, and they have 18 volt. This is 18 volt. Then they have 20 volt. Here's the thing, and Chris Stone, if you could pull them up there, they have 60 volts, and then they have like 100 volt batteries like this, and they're not much bigger than this. And they work on the same tools. So like even if you got a one that's like only good for a 20 volt, and you put a 60 or 100 on it, they all work. But if you put one charge on one of these kind of 60 volt ones, these big ones, will last you a month if you use it. Most people don't use it. It might just be like one charge a year. The worst thing in life is when you go to try to do something and your battery runs out and you have to wait for it to charge before you do something. So either you have two or you get a big daddy like this, which is really cool. And you want an impact driver instead of just a nail gun. And I'll show you why. Oh, by the way, with our last show, those of you who are interested, I did fix the dishwasher. I got the door back on that evening, by the way. Oh my gosh. Vincent is in for it. He doesn't realize what he's doing. So let's do this. I want to show you the difference.
So Dan, Melody wants to know what happened to your dishwasher.
Oh, Melody. This is what happened, Melody. It's crazy.
We tried to fix it during a live stream, Melody. We tried to fix it.
Yes.
I think that was a failure.
The handle, this handle was loose. And so the only way to get can you see it on the dishwasher cam, Christoph?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, and the only way to tighten this handle was to take off this entire faceplate here. So I took the whole thing off, and then I screwed it on. But then the whole front of it was in my hands, and I couldn't get it back on. And I had to do the worst thing that anybody needs to do, which is go and tell your wife that you half fixed something, which is like half breaking something. And then she had to come assist me. And of course, it got fixed when she did it. So
Ricky said it was fine until you tried to fix it.
It wasn't. Ricky, this thing is so. That's the problem. God, I'm looking for a drill bit. Monta Kia.
Almost too powerful.
I know, that's the problem. I know I brought up a drill bit to show the power of this. I was going to have, by the way, when you put these things on, it's always fun. Ricky knows this. And then you see, the problem is it's, gosh. So what's cool about this, am I going to do this on my counter? When it's really powerful, you can let the drill do the work. Can you see it here? Wait, let's go out here. Boom. Okay. When it's really powerful, you don't have to push too hard. You just kind of let the drill do the work. And that's why you want the power, not to act like a tough guy, but the tool should do what the tool is. You know what I'm in the mood for? Hot dogs. Armor hot dogs. What kind of kids eat Armor hot dogs? I'm going to make it in the air fryer. Fat kids, skinny kids, kids who climb on rocks, tough kids, wimpy kids, even kids with chicken pox like hot dogs. Armor hot dogs. The dogs that kids love to eat. These are Sabret. I'm only singing that because I read somewhere that you're not allowed to do that commercial anymore because you said fat kids and skinny kids. Hey, Vincent, I'm making you a hot dog even though you don't deserve it.
Maybe you should pull the trigger a little more gently instead of just well,
listen, the whole idea is these things need to withstand the punishment of people who don't know how to cook. People who are willing to withstand the wrath of your spouse by creating sawdust in the kitchen. I think that's going to go over well. Let me get rid of the sawdust. But even more impressive than that is the way it puts screws in. So let me see if I have check this out. Where's the other gun here? I have one gun here. So this is another thing that's really cool about things. You always lose the drill bit. So DeWalt has this little area right here on the bottom. A lot of these guns have it. The thing on the bottom so you don't lose your drill bit. You always got to put it in there. Now, God, I'm going to kill myself with this. It is too powerful. Okay. Drill bit. Here's the drill bit. Hey, I didn't turn this on, Christone. How long do you think I should do it for, Ricky? They're just hot dogs.
Ricky says they used to make funny little jingles about viruses like chickenpox and hot dogs instead of freaking out.
I know. It used to be growing up like if there was a tragedy in the world, and there always have been tragedy, like about 3 minutes later, there was a joke, a terrible joke about that incident. Like that.
6 minutes. Chris P. Giles wants to know, are we fixing or are we breaking?
Thanks
for joining us, Melody.
There's a fine line. What'd you do with my, I brought up some screws. It's cool when you put the screws in because you countersink them and it makes a noise. Huh.
It's all fun and games until you shoot your eye out.
This is called preparation. You know what happened? I think I left it for Vincent to bring up. You know, like I said earlier, you can always count on them to let you down. This is the difference in sound. This is a 12 volt, and this is an 18. Gosh.
You could almost make a song.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when I'm feeling cold, I will think about you when I need to drill something, and the way you look like the wall. You think I can just come up with a song on the spot like that, Christo?
Unbelievable.
I can't believe the Screw is like the headliner of the night. And I'm looking around for it. 5 minutes left. All right. So here's the deal. I want to thank everybody for joining us and playing around with me. I would not suggest the fish, but I do suggest that everybody get themselves a Vitamix. Very important. You're always a hit at parties when you have your Vitamix. I'm a big fan of this air fryer for lunch. By the way, I had that over there to steam buns. I'm gonna tell you a little secret. You don't even have to buy this. Sometimes these little things make your life so much easier. I don't like when I make buns. I don't like them when they're toasted because they're crispy, and I don't want a crispy bun on a hot dog because I'm used to like New York hot dogs where they're mushy and all that stuff. And so I like to steam them. So you get one of these little things. It's like nothing. I think it costs pennies. And put a little water in a pot and do this, and you steam your stuff. You're like a champ. It's a great thing to have. I love little gadgets like this that make your life better. Little gadgets like the Samson Q2u, which makes you sound better than you are. It really gives you like a deep voice. It doesn't work well when it's not plugged in, but you know what I mean. And then we finish off with Blue Parrot. Should I sing the Blue Parrot song and then sign off?
I think that's a good
perfect timing. Anyway, Blue Parrot, it's clear as a bell. It'll work even if it fell on the ground. We're all after the same clear blue sound, whether by the inch or pound. Your ears could be square or round. Blue Parrot and Deej. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. Go get them today.